Hello everyone, this is the Introverted Positron, and thank you for once again joining me in the completion corner where we are completing The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. So, we are back now, exactly where we left off, and we are currently looking for gratitude crystals. So, we're going to just douse the mode around Skyloft. This won't take us that long, it'll probably just take a few minutes actually. But we'll see. Maybe I'm 100% wrong. And we'll be doing this for episodes upon episodes. That would be boring. That would be very boring. Wait, what? Really? It's gonna be in the house again? Yeah, it's totally gonna be in the house again. Okay. Hi. Oh, it's not in the house. Okay. Whatever. Works for me. It definitely works for me. Alright. So I guess the next stop is other places. 'Cause it seems to be like right around here. Weird. Something's weird about that. And what the... Okay, did I just see that thing flying? Was I imagining that? Yo. Please tell me I was imagining that, because if that's true, that was kind of terrifying. Alright, where is it? Is it like on this path? Cause it's not... What? What? No. This legitimately has me confused right now. Yeah, it seems like it would have to be in here. And yet, I literally just checked in here. There was nothing. Oh. Well, admittedly, that was well hidden, because I missed it before. Okay, that makes sense. Now we even have to collect another reward from him, but we're not done yet. There's going to be still a few left. At the very least, they're easy to collect because I can just use the beetle to grab them. But I mean, we still have to find them high there. Yeah, it's not happening. Let's focus on this side. So I might have already missed one, like over by the goddess statue or something like that. But I feel like I already checked that. Is there another house? Yeah, okay. Really? Really? I would almost rather grab it with the beetle just so this doesn't show up every single time. I mean, I have 41, which is the good news. Where am I right now? Oh, okay. I somehow ended up on the opposite side of the island. And apparently there's one up there. So let's go get that. It's weird because I've definitely been up there and I don't remember seeing one, but then again, I missed that one in the house and I thought it was in there, so who knows what I would have missed when I wasn't looking for it. Alright. We're on our way up the vine to the sky. We're already in the sky, but higher in the sky. Oh yeah, it's right there. Yep. Yay. Oh, that's another goddess crystal? Gratitude crystal. Okay. It's pretty good. Yeah, I think there is one by the goddess statue, but it looks like there's at least one more. Probably more than that, though. Yeah, so far so good. I'm happy with that. I think we've done pretty well, actually. I mean, how many more gratitude crystals do we need to get here? I don't actually know yet, but we'll figure that out pretty quickly. So, at least we know there's not one in there. How about over here? Because we should probably, since we're already on the side, we should probably get everything on the side. Rather than wandering around the island and going back and forth and wasting our time. Right. Die. Not really, because you're a cat during the day, but I think it's in here. Yeah, I think it's really in here. I'm not falling for that trick again. Oh, looks like I might be wrong. Yep, I'm wrong. Okay. Hopefully, actually this time, because I swear, if I wander around and I can't find another gratitude crystal, and I go back in there and there's one waiting for me there, I'm going to call a glitch. Because I'm sure that there wasn't one there this time. Whoa, where'd it go? Okay. That makes sense. I am good with that. I am happy with that. Alright. Now let's go get some more. You know what? I'm not sure if there are any in the cave or not. I'm just going to go quickly double check if there are. Because it might not be showing up just because it's a different area. And it's a little bit of a larger area, so it may very well just not be showing up. That being said, we've already almost cleared out all the hidden ones like this. At least for Skyloft. And there's only so many places where we're able to sleep, so we'll find them. Anyway, let's see. Really? I can't douse in here? This is a weird place to not be able to douse. I kind of have my doubts that there's actually anything in here. It's just, I want to be sure. And there's lots of areas for there to be stuff, so why would I not check when I have the opportunity like this? Oh, good. Well, looks like that was fruitful. Cool. I'm actually really happy with that. That makes so much sense. Okay. Yeah, and it looks like there's one more over where our loft wing was captured before. Okay, perfect. I am absolutely 100% happy with that. I'm good. Now that those are out of the way, we can move on and go collect the rest of them in Skyloft. Yeah, it looks like it is showing them in Skyloft. So I probably would have noticed these at some point. I just wouldn't have been able to do anything about it. Anyway, the nice thing about having the dowsing is that it also gives me a way of making sure that there's no more to find. That's kind of been one of the issues in a lot of Zelda games, is that it's very easy to kind of like, you know, miss something by accident. It's not even that you don't notice something, it's that you're kind of like so focused on finding things that you kind of go over it. Which I know sounds paradoxical, but but it's true. Like I've found that sometimes when I'm too focused on finding things, oops, that I like just miss them completely. So it's nice to have something that just kind of clarifies where things are. I mean, most games will have them where you don't have that kind of ability, and like I'm fine with that most of the time, but I really do kind of enjoy it in this case. It's just that they use it all the time, it would get a little bit more annoying to me, but for one Zelda game I definitely don't mind it. Anyway, because I know we're not going to have it in Breath of the Wild, because that would just be so out of place in a game like that. Alright. And yeah, at the same time, it would be very useful in a game like that, but still. I highly doubt that that's going to be something we're going to use. Okay, so before yeah, it looks like I'm done over on this area at least. So let's go see what this is about. Looks like it's over in the plaza. Ah. Well, that's pretty obvious then. Let's go get that. But there's a reason why, I mean, I waited for the dowsing because it would be a lot faster once we had it. And it's not as if I had to be in Skyloft at night a ton. If I had to be here a ton, then yeah. It would have been a little more reasonable if I had looked around as I went along. But I had never memorized all of the positions for the gratitude crystals. Because that would be, kind of ridiculous. Oh, wow. The second time we've ever seen this one. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. I think I've actually seen people complain about these guys. I've never had that big of an issue with them. I think maybe when I started playing, I fell off a couple times, but the scene isn't that long. And even then, like, in this entire playthrough, you guys can testify. It's only happened twice, and that's the second time. Like, it's not really an incredible problem because it's not something that happens often. At least it shouldn't be happening often. I don't know. Sometimes people have difficulties with things that I don't, and I have difficulties with things that other people don't. So, you know, no right to really judge. It's just funny. It's just weird to hear that complaint when I've ever had that problem myself. I realize that there's a whole perspective thing to it. Apparently there's still one in this area. Really? Okay, and where was that? Where is it? I definitely saw it, and the signal was getting stronger too. please, like, not... Wow. Weird. Yeah, that's very weird. Oh, you know what? I think I know what that is. Yeah. It's easy to forget that this area exists. I think that's it, though. I think that's literally like all of the gratitude crystals in Skyloft. So we're done with that part. Which thankfully didn't take up too much time. 5 minutes might have been a little bit of a little bit of a not good guess. But yeah, no, we got them all. At the very least, I'm not seeing anymore. We got most of them. Yep, no, that's it. We're done. No more gratitude crystals lying around Skyloft. Awesome. So let's go see Betrow. Might as well do it since we're close, since it's night. And I mean, I know it doesn't have to be night to see him. We already tested that, but still, it adds atmosphere to it, and it's night. So why not just go see him when we're up and around? Alright. Down we go. I was trying to use my cell cloth, instead I accessed my items. Alright. Let's head in and let's see if he'll give us something new. Actually, he will definitely give us something new. Alright. Oh, you've gathered quite a lot of gratitude crystals, haven't you? How magnificent. Please take this as a token of this demon's deepest appreciation. Okay. You have made such magnificent progress gathering gratitude crystals. Please just continue helping me a bit longer. So in other words, that's the second to last reward, I think. But we're almost there. There's a few more side quests, and then yeah, a few more side quests, and then just collecting gratitude crystals on other places where we can, on other islands that we can access at night. That's it. That's the extent to which we need to do all of this. Alright. So cool. Let's go sleep somewhere, and then we'll do a mini game in this episode, which who knows might take up the rest of the episode. We'll see what happens. Okay, we're sleeping here. Night. Or morning. Let's sleep until morning. Alright. There you go, morning. I wish it was that easy. I mean, it kind of is. Sometimes. It's just, sometimes it's later in the morning than you want it to be. Alright. Yeah, so now if I douse for gratitude crystals, there won't be any here, but there won't be anywhere. There won't be any anywhere. So, I mean, not really tons we can do about that. Alright. So, our next stop is the academy, actually. Well, the training part of the academy. The sword training place again. We haven't been there in a while, so why not go visit it? So. And you'll finally figure out why I've been dropping by here all the time, because Fledge is now here. Hey, Tip. We're pretty much maxed out our push-ups. Wonder what exercise they can pick up next. Whoa! That's one sweet bow you've got there, Tip. But you're pretty natural with it, too. You're amazing, Tip. Even if I work my way up to 3,000 push-ups, I'll never be as cool as you. I've got it. Why don't you show me how good you are with your bow? Now toss some pumpkins in the air, okay? You show me how good you are by filling them with arrows. Throwing the pumpkins into the air will give me enough workout too. 2 birds with 1 stone. Alright. Yeah. Okay. So my reaction time just has to be good enough. Really? You're gonna charge me for your workout? You're charging me so you can work out. You are so mean. Yeah. So apparently, all you need to do is... Oops. Yeah, that's bad. I've seen people who do this by shooting it, like, before, like, right here. Anyway, I need to be better at this, because right now I'm not doing so well. So let's just do this, but this can actually be quite hard, like, the way he arcs it. But I guess if I follow from him, this is actually a little bit easier. You just need to find a point to shoot it. So this will probably take a few shots, but I mean, I could just talk while we do this because I'm so good at that. So yeah, how are things going? Weather good out there? Sure it is. Alright. Anyway, we have to get to some, like, really good score. But this is another way to get a heart piece. And I think I'm a little over halfway to what I need in order to get that heart piece. But we'll see. Oh, cool. Okay, so at least I can make money this way. So I'll be here for a while. But let's do it. I won't stop this until I'm done it. But, I mean, it won't take me 40 minutes. I can guarantee you that much. Ah, that was bad. I always need to make sure that it's going in where it's going rather than trying to shoot exactly where it is. But when you panic, you go back to that kind of stuff. So let's see. I don't know if you have to do this perfectly or not to do, like, incredibly well, but you need to at least do really well in order to get the heart piece. But we're doing pretty good at this point, so let's just keep it up. Okay, that was quite a throw, man. I was not expecting him to start throwing them like this, but I guess it's because I hit the 400 mark. I just wasn't expecting it. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, at least we're doing better. I mean, it's still a way better score than last time. Okay, so from now on, I'm starting at the center of the screen instead of by him, because that got me messed up. That's not something I really needed. But you know, something. Is there anything I haven't upgraded yet? Because Because I feel like I've already done it, like I've already upgraded everything, but I could be wrong about that. We'll check that out before we do stuff. Alright. Okay, that was bad. Great start, great start. Okay, now I'm not doing this well enough, so let's focus. Because I had this before. So all I gotta do is just relax, follow the motion, because I'm actually naturally very good at these things, and just go through with it. There we go. Okay, we're doing well. All we gotta do is keep it up. And then wait for him to do his, like, weird throws as of now. Okay. We have to restart, but that's okay. Just don't get surprised by it next time, and then we'll be fine. So I just need to focus. And you might have heard that. I need to turn off my phone when I'm doing these things. Or at least take the sound off, because vibrate you won't hear as much. And this is really bad. I think we actually did worse, or as good this time. Worse! I know I got at least 500 last time. Okay. Whew. Yes, I got 480. It's something. I guess he gives me rare items, but I don't need these anymore. Like, I've already done all the upgrades that I want to. Okay, yeah. I think it is that I just need to get it to 600 and then he gives me the Harpies. I just think you can get much higher scores if you're really good at it, because obviously if you hit every single one, you're going to get some, like, ridiculous score. But I'm just not going to do that. And my reaction time isn't quite good enough for me to do it the way that I've seen some people do it, which is like as soon as he throws it, apparently you can hit it. It's just, that would take me time to learn, and that's just kind of boring. Like, I understand doing it, because this is a little annoying to do sometimes, but I also kind of enjoy it. Like, it's a fun kind of little thing to do. Now, all I have to do is keep on going, because I think 600 is where I get the next prize. The heart piece specifically. Okay, and now comes his higher throws. No! Every time, but I think we can actually still recover it if we just keep our cool and not do that. Okay. See, that's where I panic, because it's where I start aiming straight for it instead of aiming to hit it in its motion. Oh. Those are hard for me to hit right now. I also haven't seen any of, like, his glowing pumpkins. That is absolutely insane. Wow. Okay. Those throws are insane. Guess I'm starting to get a little annoyed now. That's okay. Because annoyance dies eventually. In fact, annoyance is just going to help me not win this, so let's just calm down. figure it out and then just work my way around it. In fact, I've already figured it out in my mind. It's just that executing it is different when he starts doing weirder shots, which is fine. That's the whole point. It should switch it up. It makes it way more interesting when he does that. It's just, it is definitely annoying in terms of completing this challenge. Okay, there we go. And the issue is that I panic on those ones and then I like swerve off. So I don't think that's helping me at all either. So steady hand. Okay. Just focus on improving. Once I've improved, then this will be... Because I'm already pretty close. Like, all I gotta do is hit one more pumpkin. And then I would have gotten the 600 points. Almost got it. Okay. So, I'll calm down. Because I've got this. I predict that the next time will be the last time. I really hope that prediction's correct. And then we can just finish it. Get that heart piece and then move on. Because then we don't have to do this anymore. Although that being said, we have more annoying minigames to do than this one. But still, once this one's done, I'll still be happy. Alright. Okay. It's the first one I've seen. It's the first time I've seen one of those in like several attempts. Let's just wait. Like, I've legitimately understand the motion. My eyes are able to track it quite well. It's just... I mean, technically, it's easier to hit at its vertex, because that's when it's moving at its slowest. Because after that, it accelerates, and you can clearly see that that's true. It's just that actually getting it is pretty hard sometimes. And then we just annihilated 600 points. Awesome, I'm happy with that. I don't know if we're going to get the heart piece or not. I would not be surprised if we did not. Wow. Just wow. Absolutely insane throws these doing. I really hope that I actually get like the heart piece for this. Come on, heart piece. Heart piece, come to me. Yes, that's all I needed to do. Okay, we're done. We're done with this minigame. And now we have another heart. Alright, awesome. I'm definitely happy with that. Okay, moving on. We still have... actually, what else do we have to do? Because we're almost at the 40-minute mark. So, I guess we'll start the next area. Because I think that's it in terms of side quests for the moment. We're not done overall yet, but we're getting there. And we're gonna go, we're gonna do this in the same order that we did the first set of the first part of the game, because it's just easy to do it that way, and I want to end off with a particular side quest before going to the Triforce anyway. So yeah, we're gonna just do this in order that we are supposed to do them. So let's go to not that we're supposed to do them, that we did them when we went to get the tablets that showed that like unveiled the world and eventually let us design them. So let's go to Farron Woods first. Because this should be incredibly interesting. A report, Master. An unusual phenomenon is taking place in Faron Woods, making it impossible to descend directly into it at the moment. Okay. Let's go behind the temple. So we're still gonna go to... Oh, wait. That's right. That's right. It really is currently not possible to do that. Okay, so we're gonna do stuff. I believe the goddess wall should be back. Oh. Also, is there really one here as well? Oh, no. No. No, I didn't call you. No, okay. I think they just gathered there because of the flowers. It would have been weird if there were two stones in one area. The goddess wall's back. So what do you want me to draw now? Glimmering hexagon. He who seeks great riches. Draw this shape that it may be known. Yeah. So in other words, it's time to draw the symbol for rupees. Which is easy because it's just a sort of diamond shape. I mean, it said hexagon, and that's really what it is, but that's a badly drawn one, but let's hope it works. It works. Sweet money bags! So that is what it meant by great riches. Let me give you a little token of my appreciation for assisting with my research. It's probably just gonna be like, oh, okay. I actually can't complain too much about that. Perfect. Okay. Now then. Right, we're actually looking for a new plant species, which we'll discover pretty soon, actually. It's definitely in the near future. Alright. Hi. I guess it's Groose I need to talk to. Or are you Groose? Looks like you're not here, so I guess you're outside. Outside we go. I totally thought she was standing behind or in front of the other door, which is where Zelda is, as we know now. And that was not correct. Not correct at all. Tip. What? Bad news. That beast looks like it's about to break free again. Gotta get into position. Hang tight. Really? Okay, I forgot that these were so close together. Alright, sorry for that little cut. Just had a little bit of an interruption. Couldn't include it in the video. So we are going to fight the imprisoned now, apparently, which I was not expecting. So let's go do this. Part 3 of thankfully 3. I totally forgot. That is such... Like, they should have staggered the timing a little bit more for this fight. Like, I don't hate these fights as much as other people, which I've said several times. In fact, every time this has happened. But still, like, these are way too close together. Okay, you do that. Hey! Well, look who's finally back. Good thing too, because I was getting tired of waiting to put up a hurting on this ugly mug. Tip, let's do this. Our game plan is the same as last time. You know what to do. Yeah, I guess I do. Although, admittedly, this is the most interesting one of the fights. I actually enjoy it. Like, this is the only time that I would call the fight enjoyable. I just think that the repetition of the fight does kind of kill it for most people. And I don't blame them. I think it makes sense. Yeah, the idea is just to stun him so we can go cut up his toes and then we'll be good. He's really very violent. That's about it. Okay. Well, let's just go for it. The reason why we dealt with that foot is so that we don't get like easily knocked off the edge every single time he takes a step. But I don't mind taking a lot of damage right now. Other scenarios it might be a little bit different. But in this case I don't care too much. Okay. There we go. Alright, let's go hurt him. Again. Because we know the drill at this point. Yes, Screws, I know. I don't need you at this exact moment, though. So the process, basically, at this point, is oh, it might not work. Yeah, it's not gonna work. I might actually have to run up, like, the majority of this hill to get to him. So hopefully he doesn't, like, get back up before I get there, because I've already wasted time. Okay, good. Looks like we're okay. Stab it up into his head. Apparently the brain is where it needs to hurt. Alright. It's also, like, shorter. Hey! Yeah, there we go. So now I can just jump down and hit it again. Is that it, man? Thought I was going to put up more of a fight. Somebody should really thank the genius who made this machine. Really? Okay, Tip. Time for you to go show this ugly who's boss. Okay, let's go shove it into his face again. This is how we fight this thing. Yeah, of course it's still not done. And guess what it's going to do again? Yeah. Oh no. Not good. The road crumbled and I can't get to the rest of my bomb stash. What do I do? Hey! Tip, come up to the temple and make your way over here. Hustle up. Okay. And this is why it's enjoyable, because this part is kind of awesome. I really do have to hurry because it's gonna get there really quickly if I'm not careful. Of course, it gives you more than enough time to do this. This game is definitely not overly difficult when it comes to this kind of stuff. Sometimes the battle system can be challenging in a way, but yeah, this part isn't that hard actually. This really is like the easiest one to do, and hopefully I'm not too late because it's getting quite close. Hey! Tip, we're in trouble. I can't get my stash of bombs. Alright, Tip. You got no choice. You've got to get up onto the ugly thing quick. Head quick, now. What? I read that wrong, but that's okay. Nice. You're locked and loaded. We'll aim for the strafing spike on its head. There you go. So satisfying and so easy. That was the shortest encounter with the Imprisoned. At the very least, they gave you that mercy for that, even though it's such a short time since the last fight. And we'll never fight the Imprisoned. Well, we'll never do this particular boss fight again. Alright. This is just a sign for us to hurry, because it's going to break out of its prison soon. Because it's broken out so quickly. I guess that's why they did it like that. Still, it's too bad that it's like that, because if it was staggered a little bit more, I don't think people would hate it as much. And if it was done a little bit differently, because it is a little bit of an annoying fight. But I never found it to be that bad. Now, Tip. Strike the ceiling blade with blah, 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 blah. Yes, yes, yes. Do this again. Okay. So that's done. There we go. It's always easy enough. And done. Yeah, we're done with the Imprisoned, sort of. And the sort of is not even for the reason I think a lot of you are thinking. Sort of is for the reason that I'm probably gonna have to have a couple episodes focused on one thing, and that's gonna be fun. Woo. I gotta say, Tip, I thought you were a goner this time. We were goners this time. Sort of glad I was wrong about that. I'm gonna run up ahead to the temple. You should get back there too. Yeah, right, because I need to save and get off. Because I'm done. Done. For today. I have a plan to make sure that I never get this behind again. Of course, I'm still working on my first, like, original content video. I know that this is technically original content. It's my commentary, it's my personality that ends up on these videos, and that's the part of it that I kind of enjoy. But, okay, I took the long way. Nonetheless, it's going to be nice to do something that doesn't require me to rely on a game in quite the same way. And if you've been watching these videos for a while, you know that I'm working on a philosophy video for Child of Light, which is a Let's Play I did way long ago now. By way long ago, I mean like, oh, that was bad. 3 months? I think I finished it in October? 4 months. 4 months ago, I think. It might have been even earlier than that. It wasn't a very long game, but it was a very fun game. I would do a review of it, but I don't think that my mindset is well suited to reviews, because I don't always get into technical stuff enough in some ways to do a proper review of a game. And I just don't know enough about game design to really go over it. I know enough to like judge a good game from a bad game, but beyond that, it's a little hard sometimes. The beast has been sealed into its prison for a 3rd time, which is kind of good, kind of bad. Tip, Groose, you have both done well, but I fear we can't dwell on your success. The strength of the seal seems to wane with each escape, but I'm like strengthening it every time. We're also out of time. Tip, are you close to discovering the Triforce? Yes. I see. You must seek out the 3 dragons and complete the Song of the Hero to find the Triforce. It is right. It is right. Your search led you here. The Farron Woods are close by. Unfortunately, there has been an unusual turn of events in the woods. I'm unsure of what happened, but a short while ago I noticed the path of the woods was completely flooded. To protect the land here, I closed the gate leading to the woods and drove back the water with a simple seal. The seal will only hold as long as the gate remains closed, meaning you will not be able to open it without flooding these lands. Given the situation, I am at a loss as to how you can enter the woods. Is that all? Consider the problem solved. See, that last battle with the Big Ugly got me thinking about other ways to use the Groosenator. Just climb up into that bad boy and I'll give you a lift over to the woods, alright? I'll run ahead and get her prepped for you. Kind of see me when you're ready to take a little flight. Alright. Oh my. The boy has made himself very useful, but he does have a tendency to cause trouble for those he helps. Safe journey. I wish you a soft landing, Tip. Thank you for that. I am going to save, and then I'm going to finish off the episode. So next time we'll continue with this. We're going to fly into the flooded Farron Woods, and then we can do some stuff. There are side quests we can actually finish up there. There's one side quest we can do there. We won't get super focused on it. We can just kind of complete it and then finish it up once we're done here. And then there's some other things we also need to do, which we're doing. We're gonna get the first part of the song from the Water Dragon, who we've already met, and it's gonna be fun. So from here, I guess it's so. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you liked the video. Either way, I encourage you to leave constructive criticism in the comments, as it helps improve the quality of my videos and hopefully also the quality of your enjoyment. If you wish to see more of my content, you can click on the left side of the video for the previous episode, the right side of the video for either next episode or a recommended video, and you can click on my channel icon in the center to subscribe to the channel. That's going to come out right, to receive further notifications on my content. So thank you again, have a great day, and I'll see all of you very, very soon.